Stanley Parable. I don't know what this game is. Never seen anything about it. Don't know what it is. Is it a horror? Is it just a regular game? I don't know. Alright, let's go. Yes, because I can hardly hear. No. I think that's good. What is the current time? 11:41. I might have changed it. Nope, 11:41. So it's a bit late, not too late. Settings could be accessed from the main menu screen. Right, that's it. Hop into it. Begin the game. Yeah, sure. I guess so. What else are we gonna do?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And
2 seconds.
was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Yes, chair.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, so I'm playing now. Okay, we're walking in the room. What's that say? I hate Mondays. Don't we all do that? Right. Where'd we go?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, that closed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room now? It feels kind of back rooms. You know what I'm saying? It feels kind of back rooms, doesn't it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, the door on the left. Okay. I'm so confused. Is this like a horror or something?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is so
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, it's nice wallpaper. It's like a pub.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh no.
2845.
I thought it was going to be
a
puzzle.
Course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Alright, 2, 8, 4, 5.
By simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What is this? Oh my god, what is this? I suppose I have to go here. The only place I can really go. Press the button. Going down. Alright. I'm so confused.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh my days, it scared the life out of me. Oh, was not expecting that to
Stanley
happen.
walked
Oh
straight
my
ahead
days.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Should I go this way? I'm looking kind of curious. I'm gonna try it and see what happens.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I did not know that was gonna happen.
The door behind him was not shut.
Oh,
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I think I'm gonna continue to go this way just in case.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay. Do you think we're gonna die though? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. That was smart. Oh. Oh my days, what is this?
As the
Oh,
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer
my
and
controller
closer to
started
his
rumbling like
demise,
crazy.
it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Oh.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I'm gonna die.
Farewell, Stanley.
Oh no. I messed up. Oh.
Farewell,
Just stopped.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley
So
was
confused.
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, that's good to know. What? Where do I go now? The Stanley Parable?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? I am so confused. Mug, I thought it was a key. Oh, I'd have to open one of these. I don't think so. Button signs. Okay. Credits. I finished the game. So lost right now. Warzone. Wasn't here. Not reading all that. Where do I go? I'm so confused. 427. This is my cubicle, is it not? Stanley's office from left to right. Did I finish the? Is this it? Did I do something wrong? I think I might have done something wrong.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, we're back
But
here
listen
now.
to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
What?
As
No.
long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
What if I don't?
Do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Okay. I just died anyways. Was I supposed to turn my PlayStation on? Oh, I'm back here now. I'm so confused.
All
Hopefully
his
people
co-workers
can
were
like
gone.
work this out
What
with
could it
me.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps he
am
had
so
simply missed a
unbelievably
memo.
confused right now. I don't think anyone knows what's going on right now.
When Stanley came to
Yeah,
a set
it goes
of
to the
2
left.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's no one here, so we go to the boss's room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I am so
Feeling a
confused.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Mm-hmm. The code on the door.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that
Oh, I
lay
got it wrong.
buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
So that was the PIN number.
2845.
Oh, I got
But
it
of
wrong.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly in this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
So I
happened
just
to
follow
enter
what this
the
guy
correct
does, like
code
what this guy
by
says.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
I
into the
honestly
newly
don't know.
opened passageway.
Go here. Do this. Let's go. Loading. And then go this one. Not gonna scare me this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, so I'm mind controlled. Click this button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
What?
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm honestly so confused right now. Press this button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's
What?
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a
Where's mine?
screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
427.
meant nothing.
There's the 4s. 427. I think that's mine anyways. I don't remember. I'm not very good at remembering.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
Probably.
had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I guess we're about to find out.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind control idle awaiting input. Probably should put a comment on that. Offer on. Oh. Did I do it wrong? Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes.
Oh my god, I just couldn't
He
let
had
that
won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Oh, it's going
but
down, it's going down.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Confused. Did not do it.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
If it would let me, yeah, it would.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Not it? No, it has to be a fake trophy. There's no way that it doesn't have to be a fake trophy. Yeah, I'm back here. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What is happening?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do everything the opposite of everything he says.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps you've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
What do you want me to do exactly? Door's locked. I'm gonna continue going. Jesus.
That's her, Stanley.
I probably should have waited for him to say something.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Who is this?
Right. Okay,
Which
there
one's
we go. All right, now, I
Seems
want you to come
cubicle.
in and tell me all about
Your damn.
Oh. Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Shut the fuck up.
That
I want
wasn't
to commit
funny.
their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
I don't like
Come
this guy.
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, on this way.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What? Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. Yes.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
What if I don't press it? Press any button but square. I think I have to press it.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay. I don't want to. This guy's gonna keep, like, bullying me. I think I'm gonna have to.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press triangle to watch TV.